left is Larraine Bossi, and to my immediate left is Claire Gradone. And welcome.
Thank you.
It's great that you were able to take some time out of your busy schedules to come and join us today. And Claire, could you give us just a little background on the Chase Library, where it is? So many people say, Chase Library, West Harwich, where is that?
Well, we're very hard to see because we're tucked in off Route 28, next to where the old Friendlies used to be, but now we have a very lovely restaurant, Vieira. We share a parking lot with them because they're open in the evening and we're open in the daytime. So there's a lot of parking in back of our library. You just have to go in the Vieira lot and park around the back. Chase Library is 110 years old.
Wow.
And named in honor of our founder, Salome Chase. It was her husband who provided the funding to start the library. And she was called Aunt Sally by the kids in the neighborhood, and it was originally a children's library. She wanted to have a place for the local children to come and be able to take out books. And we found some old book plates that give the hours, and it was open on Saturday from 3 to 5.
That was it?
That's amazing.
And it had very strict lending rules. If those kids brought their book back late, they got a fine, and if they lost the book, they paid for it. So,
wow.
But we're not like that anymore. And actually, we get few children at this point. But we do have an extensive collection of new books without a waiting list. Many of the bestsellers that have long lists in the CLAMS libraries are available on our new book table. So we welcome anyone to come down and please take out a card. It takes 5 minutes and you can check out a book. It is a public library open to anybody that wants to use it.
Wow, well that's good to know. I understand it's on the Historical Register.
Oh,
You've
yes.
been doing some preservation projects?
Yes, it is on the Historic Register. That happened last year after many years of trying to get the grant put together. So we celebrated that last summer and we were very pleased with that. We've also been fortunate that the Harwich CPC has given us money to restore the windows, to restore the floors, which are beautiful maple floors.
Oh,
and
nice.
Oh, beautiful. And this grant round, we received money to restore not the fireplace to a working fireplace, but to secure the foundation so that it's going to be. So at this point, it's slowly sinking into the basement. So we plan to get started on that in the fall.
Wow, that's very important. Could you tell me a little bit about the Summer Story Hour that you're bringing back again this summer?
Well, we have a Summer Story Hour with Susan Smith of Susan's Book Bag, and her theme this summer is bookshelf favorites, and it's all kids' favorites too. Cat in the Hat, Eric Carle, and Curious George. So it should be a lot of fun for the kids. And it's on Tuesdays at 10 a.m., and it runs from July 12th till August 23rd. And I did want to say that this is Susan's last year doing this. She is retiring at the end of this season, and she's been there for many, many years before I started working as librarian there. And we really, really will miss her, but we wish her success in her retirement.
Yes, we certainly wish her well. And I know that she is very popular, and I'm glad that she's able to come back this summer. And Larraine, you were going to tell us a little bit about a jumble sale. That sounds interesting.
It sounds interesting. We decided to call it a jumble sale because it really is a jumble of items that we're going to have available on the 6th of July from 9 to 1 on the front lawn of Chase Library. And inside, there'll be more books inside as well as outside. So we'll have books, plants, baked goods, and small household items.
And you'd like some donations, maybe?
We would love donations. Our library is open on Tuesdays from 10 to 4, and Saturday from 10 to 2. So we can accept donations and store them there at the library until the 6th of July.
Except
so we
for
hope
the baked goods and the plants.
Except for the baked goods and the plants, correct.
That might be a bit of a problem.
So we're hoping that we'll see a big crowd that day.
Yes,
Looking
I
forward
hope
to it.
so too. Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. I love the name of it, Jumble Sale.
Jumble.
That's really good. It does describe it. You're also going to have other book sales.
Yes,
this
we're
summer?
partnering with Village Crafters, and they have two sales that they have scheduled to benefit the Harwich Historical Society,
Oh,
which will
okay.
be on the grounds of the Historical Society on the day of the farmers market.
Oh,
So
okay.
in conjunction with that, and we'll have a book sale table there. We also have book bags, Chase Library book bags and Chase Library
Bookmarks.
that will be have available on those days, and so those days are July 21st and August 18th,
And August 4th too, I
on
think?
August 4th. The Village Crafters are doing a separate sale, a separate exhibit for us, for the Chase Library.
Oh, nice.
We'll be the recipients of their donations on that day, and that will be at Dome Park.
Oh, great.
And the Village Crafter sales are from 10 to 4. The days that they're at the Harwich Historical Society, they'll stay until 6, which is when the farmers market closes.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, that's very nice when you're able to
Yeah.
blend with another group.
Yes.
And to have it on the day of the farmers market sale, I know a lot of people will come because
We hope
people
so.
love that farmers
We
market.
hope so.
Yeah,
The Village
that's great.
Crafters have been very good to us.
Now, is there any place that people could get this information? Because there's so much information about different things that are going on, and we're going to talk about the tea in the fall in a
Right.
minute. Is there a
Yes.
website?
Yes, there is. There
Oh,
is.
good.
There is a Chase Library website.
Mhm.
It's chaselibrary.net, and all this information will be posted on the website. So if you have any questions, you can look there. You can also give us a call. It's 508-432-2610. We'd be glad to talk to you about any of these. If you have donations you have questions about, we'd be glad to help you.
We
Oh,
have
that's wonderful.
a Facebook
We
page.
also have a Facebook
Oh, you
page.
do?
Yes,
Oh,
we do.
I'm impressed.
I was just going to say,
I don't have a Facebook page.
here is this little library. The building is 110 years old, and you have a Facebook page.
We do.
Talk about being right up to date.
Good point, Jeff.
We
That's
do
really
have a
wonderful.
little byline. We're the little library that could.
The little library that
Oh,
could.
yes.
Yeah, I
That
love
was
that.
one of our son's favorite stories,
Right,
The Little
yeah.
Engine That Could, yeah. So Claire, you're going to tell us a little bit about the fall tea.
Yes, in the fall each year we have a tea with Harwich Port Library. We do it together. It's at the Wequassett Inn. It's a beautiful venue, and we have authors speak, and then after the authors speak, there's book signings and there's a raffle and a lot going on that day. It is October 8th. And
6th.
October 6th,
Yep.
sorry.
That's okay.
And it is from 2 to 4:30. High tea, lovely food. It's a wonderful afternoon. The speakers this year are Joan Anderson, who has a movie coming out. So,
Yes, I
So-
had read about that.
so that will be very interesting. I know she's been involved in the movie making, so it should make for good stories. And our other author is Juliet Fay, who we've had once before, and she just is really interesting. So we look forward to that.
And the tickets are only $50. I
Yes.
mean, that's amazing when you think of what you're giving people. I mean, a high tea, 2 authors, silent auction, raffle. That's amazing. And at the Wequassett Inn. I mean,
Oh, it couldn't be
beautiful
better.
venue. Beautiful venue. Well, thank you both so much for coming on and sharing all of this information with us and our audience. And we wish you well, and we hope that everybody takes advantage of all of these things going on this summer at the Chase Library in West Harwich.
Yeah, I
Thank
think,
you.
I really think that's great. And I really like to stress again, people go by Viera and not to be afraid to use their parking lot during the day to go into the Chase Library.
That's
I,
right.
I will say, please use that lot and not the 7-Eleven lot because it's too crowded with people doing their business
Yeah,
there.
good point.
And thank you to the DPW in Harwich. There is a sign, a blue sign, a standard library sign that points into the driveway.
Wow, very good. Well, thank you so much,
Thank
Lorraine
you.
and Claire. We really appreciate.
Lorraine?
We just one last request for volunteers. We can always use
Oh,
people
good.
to help us at the library and help us with all of our fundraising efforts. And
and keeping the library open day
Yeah.
to day. We
Yeah.
really do need volunteers, and we really welcome people to come. I think once you enter Chase Library, you get caught up in its magic, and it's lots of fun to be there.
Now, if somebody would like to volunteer, what would be the procedure to get involved?
They can call the library, or they can come in and visit us and see the library. We would welcome them to do that.
On Tuesdays
we,
and
Yeah, we
Saturdays.
do have limited hours. It's Tuesday 10 to 4 and Saturday 10 to 2.
And maybe if enough volunteers show up, you could open another day.
We could.
We'd love to do that.
We would love
Keep
to
that
do
in
that.
mind.
Very good. Thank you again, ladies, for coming. We
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it.
Thank you both.
Thank you.
Now, folks, as this time of year does approach, it's going to get